Hello guys, today we are going to solve seventh question, that is longest consecutive sequence. So let's jump to the question. So this is the question. Let me show you my submission, how many times I have submitted this. Like as you can see, I have submitted this question 7 times. Okay, so let's go to the question part, that is given an unsorted array of integer nums, return the length of a longest consecutive element sequence. You must write an algorithm that runs in O(n) time complexity. So as you can see, the length of array should be less than or equal to 10 raised to the power 5. So let's jump to the explanation part. I'm going to explain the optimized version. Like brute force approach is clear to, I think brute force approach is very intuitive. Like you just sort कर दो यार nums को, and then you just count the consecutive element. Let me explain the first what is the meaning of consecutive element. So consecutive element means that you, let's say this is 4 5 6, this is the consecutive element because if you add +1 to the 3 you'll get 4, and 4 is present in your array. And if you add +1 to the 4 you'll get 5, and 5 is also present. If you add +1 to the 5 you'll get 6, but if you add +1 you'll get 7, and 7 is not present. So the length of the, this is the consecutive element, and the length of consecutive element would be 4. And let's say I have an array which contains 3 and 5, and if you try to find what is the longest consecutive element, so let's say if you are at 3, if you +1 you'll get 4. 4 is not present in the array. And at a 5 if you +1, that it will be 5 + 1 will be 6, and 6 is also not present in the array. So as you can see, this and this is a separate element, so the length of a longest consecutive element would be 1. You can consider it 3 or you can consider it 5. So this is the uh, meaning of consecutive element. So let's try to solve. And I'm not going to explain the brute force approach, because brute force approach, I think everybody can think of brute force approach. Like you can use a sorting, like after sorting you just count the number of consecutive elements, that's it. Let me explain the optimized version, like how we are going to optimize. We will use we will use set. So we are going to use set. So after putting all the elements in the set, let's call it st. Okay, after putting every element in the set, you'll get like, okay, so we will get 1. Duplicate elements are removed. Like if you can see, like these two are present, 1 and 1 present. So in a set it will be stored like 1 times. So it will be 1, then we will 2 3 4 5. So there is no 5. Let me erase this one. And 100 200. So this is these are the elements the set will contain. Now I'll go to element, every element in the set, and I will check, is this a starting point? Like how you are going to check, like 1 is the current element, this is the current. Now you'll check current minus 1, like current, what is current? Current is 1. Current minus 1 will be 0. If 0 is present in the set, if there is 0 present, that means this is not a starting point. As you can see, there is no 0 present, so this is the starting point. So we will start from here and just increase, like every time I'm going to check +1, like whatever the current is 1, is 1 plus 1, that means 2 is present. Yes, 2 is present. Now current will become like 2. Now I'll check 2 plus 1 is 2 plus 1 equal to 3. 3 is present. Yes, 3 is present. And simultaneously I'm also going to increase my length. So till here you'll get length equal to 3. Now we'll go to 4. Is let's say we are at 3, so I'll check for 3 plus 1 4. 4 is present in the set or not? Yes, it is present. So I'll go here and I'll increase my length, so it will be 4. After, at 4 I'll check 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. 5 is present in the list or not, in the set or not? As you can see, 5 is not present, so I'll stop here. After that I'll break my loop and I'll update my answer with max of answer and the length I'll get. Okay, after iterating I'll go to the next element. So the next element would be, let me erase. Okay, so next element would be 3. Sorry, next element would be 2. Now I'll check, is this starting point. Like if you check 2 minus 1 will be 1. 1 is present in set. Yes, this is present in a set. So this is not a starting point. Okay, go to the next element, and next element will be 3. 3 minus 1 equal to 2. 2 is present in set. Yes, 2 is present. So this is not a starting point. So we will move to the next element, and next element is 4. Is 4 minus 1 would be 3. 3 is present in the set. Yes, it is. So this is also not a starting point. Now we will go to the 100. Now 100 minus 1, 99. Is 99 present in the set? No, this is not present. So this is starting point. Now we will iterate from here, like my current equal to 100. Now I'll search for 100 plus 1. Is my 100 plus 1 exist in the array or not? No. So length would be 1, this itself, and I'll update this length with max of, update my answer with max of length and answer. So after that, we will break the loop and go to the next element, and next element would be 200. Is 200 minus 1, that is 199, is present in the set? No, not present. So this is a starting point. Now we will start searching for like 200 plus 1 exist or not. No, there is no 200 plus 1. So we will break the loop, and the length of the consecutive element would be 1. So I'll update that length with my answer, and that's it. So let's try to implement this. And okay, so we are going to use set. So it will be unordered set, integer type, and let's call it st. And for every element in a nums, I'm going to push insert it. After that, I'll go to every element in set, and I'll check is it is my first starting point. Starting point is, this is the condition how we are going to check. St dot find it minus 1 is equal to st dot, and if this condition satisfied, that means this is the starting point. Now let's initialize with length equal to 0 and int value well equal to it. Now we will start like while my st dot find well is not equal to st dot end. Okay, then we will increase my length and value to the value plus 1. Okay, after the loop, after this loops end, then I'll update my answer with max of answer and length. Initially my answer would be int answer, let's initialize with 1. 0, you can initialize with 0 or 1 would be fine. Let me return the answer, and let's try to run this. And this is accepted. Let me submit this. Okay, this is accepted.